Okay, so let's take a look at this silly cartoon video about our artists for inspiration for our projects today. Let's take a look at this video and then we'll talk about it afterwards.
I don't have my own style of painting. All the artists that I look at all have their own style.
The painting I'm looking at is in a different style. It says there's a woman in it, but it doesn't look like that.
It's a nice red, but I don't think it's that great of a painting. And where is the woman? You've sure had the hiccups a long time.
All day. Oh, I wish I could get rid of them.
I was trying to scare you because sometimes it's supposed to get rid of the hiccups. Oops. I guess I surprised you maybe a little too much. Where do you think we are?
Hello? This way. Welcome. I am Kazimir Malavich.
I'm Maddie.
And I'm... Dada.
Hello, Hiccup Dada. What a funny name. And hello, Mati. And to what do I owe this pleasant visit?
We were looking at your red square, woman painting, and we didn't know what it was about.
Mati and Hiccup Dada, come, I have it here. We'll look. Some of my students say they don't understand it. One said he didn't like it. Do you like it?
What do you think, Maddie?
The red is, nice, but I don't understand the painting.
Well, it's entitled Red Square, a painterly realism of a peasant woman in 2 dimensions.
Why does the title of the painting say there's a woman in it, but there's no woman in it?
Very good question. I named the painting so that people would ask that same very good question. Where is the woman? There is no woman. You do not need to find a shape in this painting. I do not just copy what's in the world.
And actually, it's not really a square either. Not exactly.
No, it's not a square. It's a quadrangle.
So the name of the painting is completely wrong? And no woman? And no square?
Yes, the name of the painting makes us look at things in a new way.
I don't get it.
Why do I have to paint what I see? The painter has to find new images of the world to paint.
It sounds fun.
A beautiful thing about painting is that we can paint anything, not just what we can see every day. Like in this painting, Suprematist Construction. Poor Hiccup Dada. Look.
Dada, wow!
See, the color is floating in space. Do you think the world could be possible without colors?
I don't know.
Me? Neither.
Though the painting reminds me of something. Yes, I know! And it's kind of funny. It's like looking down from up in an airplane.
Now, close your eyes and imagine seeing a town from the sky. Oh!
Whoa!
Dada, wow!
Oh, wow! It's so cool up here!
Hey, Maddie! The ground looks like the painting!
Awesome! Yeah, it sure does!
Here we are looking at the same thing as when we are on the ground, but it looks completely different.
It's funny, too, because all those shapes are all around us, but we don't see them.
Dada, wow! Now it really is like your painting!
Exactly like. It looks like we could fly down into it.
Dada, diving! Yeah!
Whoa! This is fun! We're going into it!
I have never gone inside one of my own paintings before.
We're going da-da fast!
Whoa!
Da-da fun!
Whoa! You, my friend, have very powerful hiccups.
I wish I didn't.
Let me think of what my grandmother used to do to cure the hiccups.
Mr. Malavich, is that one by you, too?
Yes, I named that one Peasant's Head.
It has bright colors like in your other paintings, but it's, mostly really different from them.
The head is so big it takes up most of the painting.
I wanted to paint something majestic.
The landscape is made up of colored strips.
And the sky is also made of strips. And there's airplanes, like we were da-da flying in.
And yes, Matty, it is different from my other paintings. But art is to be explored. It is not to discover just one way to paint. A painter must always try new ways to paint. Oh, poor Hiccup Dada's crazy hiccups. My grandmother used to pat me on the back and my hiccups would go away.
Dada, are you okay?
I think... Wait a second. I think they're gone. My hiccups are gone!
That is fantastic. Now I must call you just Dada. No more Hiccup Dada.
Oh, good.
And now I must get back to my writing. Thank you for visiting me. It's been a great pleasure.
Goodbye. Thank you for showing us your painting.
And for helping to make my hiccups go away! I sure am glad my hiccups are gone. Oh, I like your new painting.
I like painting in different styles, like Mr. Moljevich does.
It looks kind of familiar.
It's all the shapes in our room. The beds, the table, the books, like how they might look from up in the sky.
It's da-da neato!
Yeah.
The hiccups.
Okay, so that was a fun video about our inspiring artist. His name is Malavich. And let's take a closer look at this artwork by our inspiring artist Malavich. Who can unmute or who can tell me and just describe the things that you see in this painting by Malavich? Just tell me the things that you see. Okay, that's great. Let's analyze this a little bit closer. Who can tell me what is the same about the different parts of this picture? Is there anything similar about the parts of this picture? Go ahead and tell me. Okay, who can tell me how are the parts of this picture different? Go ahead and tell me now. Okay, here's my favorite question that I always like to ask about artwork. If this was the cover of a book that you are about to read, what does that picture tell us about the story? Who can make up and use their imagination and tell me what do you think that story would be? Go ahead and tell me now. Okay, so if we're going to make an artwork like Malavich, like this artwork, what are some things that we're going to have to do uh, if we're going to make one like his? Who can tell me? What are we going to include in our picture today? Go ahead and tell me now. Okay, we're going to have to, I think we're going to include shapes, that's for sure. We're going to include different colors. Looks like we're going to use a white paper. Okay, some of the different shapes that we can use are rectangles and all different kinds of rectangles. Skinny rectangles, long rectangles, short rectangles. Looks like some squares. Some lines. They're really, really thin rectangles. Okay, uses all different kinds of colors: green, blue, orange, and pink, and black, blue. I think I already said that. Okay, so at this point, you need to get your supplies ready because we're going to start. You need paper and pencil and something to color with, and an eraser on your pencil. Okay, go ahead and organize your supplies now. Okay, so the first thing that we are going to have to do is we're going to have to make or come up with some ideas about different shapes that we can use to create our Malavich inspired artwork, our expressive abstract artwork. Okay, so who can tell me some different shapes that we can use and share with everybody to give each other some ideas? Go ahead and tell me now. Come on. Go ahead and tell me different kinds of shapes, guys. All right, we can do triangles, right? And you know there's different kinds of triangles, different shaped triangles. We can do squares and rectangles. And there are different kinds and shapes of rectangles as well. Now you guys do not have to draw these, okay? I'm just giving you some ideas. Maybe even like a really, really skinny rectangle. Triangles, rectangles, squares, circles, and ovals. Diamonds. Maybe like a V. Like maybe like an E shape. Maybe some half circles. Maybe some like letter T. Okay. So let's go ahead and start drawing today. So we are going to start with, get your pencils ready. We are going to start with let's see, let's start with triangle. And I would like you to add on your paper 5 triangles, different sizes and different shapes. For example, on my paper, and let's pretend my paper is over here. Okay, those are just my shapes for references. So on my paper, I'm going to draw with a pencil, maybe a triangle here, triangle there, 2, how many did I say? 5, I think. 3. I'm going to do a long skinny triangle. And this is called overlap. When you put one on top of the other, don't forget, if you overlap, I want you to erase. That's 3. Let's do a right triangle. Okay, so these 5, one on top of the other again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my eraser. I'm going to erase the one that's behind. So that's 4. And I'm going to do a really little one right here. Okay, go ahead and add 5 triangles to your paper now. Go ahead and do that now. Okay, let's move on to rectangles. I would like you to put rectangles. Let's do rectangles and squares. I would like you to put 2 rectangles, or I mean 2 squares. Go ahead and do that now. And this time, I do not want you to use overlap. So for example, I'm going to put a square right here. I'm not going to erase anything. It's like they're see-through. So that's 1 square. And then I'm going to put another square in the corner down here by itself. Go ahead and add 2 squares to your artwork. Go ahead and do that now. Okay, let's move on to rectangles, and we're going to add 3 rectangles. And just like before, I do not want you to overlap. I want you to do see-through or transparent. For example, before you start, watch this. I'm going to take a rectangle, and it's going to go right through everything else. So that's, I said 3, right? So that's 1. I'm going to put 1 here. Kind of looks like an arrow. 2. And let's do, I'm going to do 1 over here. 3. Okay, go ahead and add 3 rectangles without overlap to your artwork. Go ahead and do that now. Okay, let's add some circles and half circles and ovals. Let's say we're going to add 5. And I know you're starting to run out of paper, but remember we're putting shapes on top of shapes. So I'm going to start with a circle here. And then inside that circle, I'm going to add 2 more circles. Okay, and then I'm going to put a little circle here. So that, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm supposed to do 5. So I think this time I am going to do, let's see right here, I'm going to put a circle. So by putting a circle here, it actually added 2 half circles. So go ahead and add 5 circles, ovals, or half circles. Go ahead and do that now. Okay, for the last 3 shapes, I'm going to let you guys pick. You can make up your own shapes. I don't want you to make very round shapes. I want you to do shapes with straight edges and corners. But you can add 3 of your own kind of shapes. Go ahead and do that now. I'm going to add some diamond shapes. I'm going to put a diamond, triangle. I'm going to put a diamond shape here. And I'm going to put a diamond shape way up here. Okay, so you can see I started tracing some of my lines and I added something. I didn't trace all of my lines. You'll notice I did not trace this line, or this line, or this line, or this line. So when you trace your lines with something darker, like a marker or pen, or maybe you're just pressing harder with your pencil, choose some lines to not trace. And what you're going to do with those is, since you didn't trace them, we're just going to erase them. So we're creating more overlap. Go ahead and start tracing your lines now. Okay, so as you can see, I have started coloring mine. I want to show you the rule for this is every time a shape runs into another shape, you have to switch colors. For example, you see the really long skinny triangle, and that is blue at the bottom, orange in the middle. And then since it's changing again, I'm going to do pink. Same with this diamond, the green diamond. I'm going to add pink here. There's the red square. There we go. So go ahead and take time right now to start adding colors to your art project. Go ahead and do that now. Okay, while you're coloring, can anybody tell me what was your favorite part about Malavich's artwork? Go ahead and tell me now. Who can tell me what his artwork was about? Go ahead and tell me now. Who can tell me what was your favorite part about making artwork like Malavich? All right, that is pretty much all the time that we have for today. I really hope you had fun learning about the artist Malavich. I know I did. I also had a lot of fun making expressive and abstract artwork, just like Malavich. I hope you had fun doing this over the next week. If you could finish that and add some color and then bring it to class to show me next time, that would be so awesome. I will see you all the next time we have class. Have a great day.